everyone. This is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger with SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, March 28th through Sunday, April 3rd, 2016. The message this week is going to be coming from Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck, and your special message card today, depending on your stone of choice, is coming from the Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Your stones of choice for your special message card, and these all actually deal with throat chakra energies. This is blue agate, so just kind of go with your intuition, go with what jumps out at you or what says yes. Your second stone of choice is chrysocolla, which is more of a blue-green color, so might be bringing in a little bit of that heart chakra energy as well as the throat chakra. And your third stone of choice is actually blue calcite, which is kind of a light sky blue. Okay, so again, your stones of choice are the blue agate, the chrysocolla, and the blue calcite. So as far as the astrology of this week, we actually have three things going on, and they all have to do with the planet Mercury, which is the planet of communication and our thought processes, which is why I chose stones that were all blue or bluish that dealt with the throat chakra. On Tuesday, the 29th of March, we actually have Mercury, which is in the sign of Aries now, and it's making a positive aspect to Saturn and Sagittarius. So I feel like there is a good flow of communication or grounded communication, even inspirational communication, but of a more practical nature that's going on with Mercury, with Saturn here. It's actually really good for coming up with or bringing into manifestation ideas you have from the thoughts that you have, the intentions or the visualizations that you have in your head. As we move to Wednesday, the 30th, Mercury then moves on to actually create a challenging aspect to Pluto. Now, Mercury square Pluto can actually bring some challenges of power and control, communication issues with other people, or just transformation within our own thoughts, within our own ego mind. As we move on to Thursday, the 31st, Mercury is now coming together with Uranus. And so Mercury is gone from Saturn to Pluto to Uranus. And with Uranus, it's actually very inspiring, inspirational, coming up with, quick and sudden kind of messages from your angels and guides, coming up with quick ideas, inspirational ideas to move forward or be confident or be courageous or be future-oriented or forward-moving as far as that mind energy and, again, your belief systems and thought processes. So let's take a look at the message from the angels from the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. The first card we have is actually the Knight of Earth. And the Knight of Earth says loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. And at the bottom it says time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments and a guardian angel. Now, a lot of times when I do readings, I take all three or sometimes four of the cards of the week and merge it together as one clear message for the week in full. This, to me, kind of reminds me of the Mercury trining Saturn on Tuesday. This, to me, is really kind of bringing things into manifestation, which is the earth element. It's about, again, being committed to your goals and even honoring any commitments that you might have with other groups or organizations or with other people, or even commitments that you made within yourself. So there's definitely a focus and a groundedness here with this Knight of Earth as we begin the week. So really kind of buckle down. Again, Mercury trine Saturn has that energy of commitment and focus with it. So buckle down, focus on what you need to get done, focus on work, your career path, your ideas, and start to take the steps necessary, even if they're steps within your mind, to move forward on your path and take the next step. Let's take a look at the second card and see how it unfolds. Okay. This does seem to be, to me, dealing with the three aspects of Mercury throughout this week. On Wednesday, we have Mercury square Pluto, and this is the Seven of Air. And it actually says plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, and poor timing. And this to me, with the air suit, the air element, deals with our ego mind. And the 7 often means there's confusion, there's chaos, there's doubt, there's fears, there are anxieties, and that can definitely come about with Mercury square Pluto. I feel like you really need to go within, you really need to kind of tap into your higher soul self and trust what feels right, or trust what you know to be the right thing for you. Release any doubts or fears to your angels and guides. And again, there's this element perhaps too of poor timing that's going on. So it might be a little bit better to wait towards the end of the week to move forward with an idea or a plan, or even if you have to have a communication or a discussion with someone. The third card, let's see if it holds true to our last aspect of Mercury. Okay, this is the 6 of Fire. The 6 of Fire says victory, good news is on the way, public recognition or awards. And this to me very, very well could be indicative of Mercury conjuncting Uranus, because with Uranus you have sudden and unexpected occurrences and events. And Mercury is in the fire sign of Aries, Uranus is in the fire sign of Aries, so this is quick, forward, communication or messages or knowledge or wisdom or information that comes in. And this is a fire card as well. So I really feel like there's going to be some new inspirational thought or message that comes in that leads you to a place of promise, or again, just like this card says, leads you to a place of victory and positivity, that you're moving towards a blessing that's coming into your life. So let's look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. For those of you that chose the blue agate. Blue agate people, messages from your angels says it's Grace and Antoinette. Let's read the message at the bottom. See the other person's point of view with compassion. So I feel like you're in a situation here with another person or persons in your life to where there's maybe some disruption, maybe there's been an argument, maybe there's been a separation, and the angels are asking you to put yourself in the other person's shoes, to see things from that person's potential perspective, to not just make it all about you. And yes, you have to pay attention to what your needs and desires are, and you have to pay attention to what's right for you. But sometimes when there's disagreement or arguments or challenges between with us and other people, we really have to kind of step outside of ourselves, step outside of the ego mind, and take a look at it from their perspective. What is their soul's lessons? What is their soul dealing with? What are they going through? Because whatever has occurred, it's kind of a two-way thing going on. You're mirroring something to them. They are mirroring something to you. And there's definitely something to be learned from being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, or put yourself in the place of, maybe this is a business or a work-oriented thing, to where you're having to put yourself in the place of those in a place of authority. And even though we may not like what authority has to say, we still can have an element of respect for that person as a soul. We have to remember that everybody is a soul, and everybody, again, has their soul lesson. All right, let's take a look at the message for the people that chose the Chrysocolla. Chrysocolla people, oh wow, Athena. I always like Athena. Athena says, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. And it's interesting that she comes up right in the middle with the 7 of air. Not that they necessarily go together, but that was in the placement of where Mercury squared Pluto. And Pluto is that planet of power and control, and sometimes there's power and control issues with other people, or we're needing to own our own power. Even when we have power and control issues with others, it is about us empowering ourselves and owning our own power and using our power wisely. And Athena is saying just that, to own your power, but to use it wisely, use it with love, use it with compassion. You can be powerful, but yet still have a silent power about you. Instead of being aggressive about it, you can be a gentle, silent power, spiritual power. And just knowing your own truth and owning that own truth, that actually assist you and not pushing other people's buttons or causing unnecessary conflict. So Athena's message is to just kind of know that you are your own authority this week and to own your own inner power. And then for those of you that chose the blue calcite, your special message is Sonia. Interesting. So Sonia says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So this is somebody that has passed on to the other side. It could be a family member, a friend, a significant other that's passed on to the other spiritual realm. And they're wanting you to know that they're there for you. They're watching over you. They're guiding you. They're trying to communicate with you. Their energy. And so this is confirmation that that is truly them that is there for you. Now, this can also, I also feel like they're telling me this could be a pet as well. So a pet that you may have had that was a special, like a soulmate pet. They are there with you as well. So they want you to know that they love you very much, and they're still with you in spirit. And they're also all of this message is also saying to talk to them, whether it's your pet, family member, other people in your life that have passed on. You can talk to them. They can hear you. They're just in another realm of existence. We can't necessarily see them. Sometimes we can if you're gifted and you tune into that. But they're not gone. They're not far away. They're right there with you. So I hope you've liked this weekly angel card message. I want to send out a big thank you for all of those who support my Facebook pages and post, my YouTube videos, who go to my website to book sessions with me. I love you all very much. I'm truly grateful for all of your compassion and kindness and support and messages. So sending you all